Not sure what it's not taking. Headphones. Snowball. Hello. Okay, super. So we are here. This is Amo. I'm the host for the this evening's match between StyxNKrons and Vabey. Vabey was the #1 seed come out of Group B. Styx was #2 seed out of Group A. Styx has banned Bilgewater Noxus. Vabey has banned Styx's Ionia Targon. And they should be getting into their decks here in a moment. Come on, client. And then we're just going to kind of talk and see how it goes. So we're going to spectate from Vabey's point of view for game one here. We'll see what decks they come out with. This is a best of three. All three decks have to win to win this. So we're already into turn 3 here. As it looks like for Vabey, we have a Ionia Shadow Isles. So this is Karma Thresh with the KDA skin going on. Styx is running a pure Demacia, so that looks like we have Quinn Lucian. So Challenger, Demacia is really creature heavy, or character heavy. Round 4, for those of you who haven't played, this is Legends of Runeterra, the card game. And we're just going to take it, and this, so kind of see what Vabey is watching here. Challenger units, this symbol right here means that they can choose who they attack. Each person each turn gets the attack token, and it goes every other turn on who gets the attack token. And there's Withering Rail, just 1 damage. I'm going to try and highlight the cards as much as possible. Oh, Ranger's Resolve. Perfect response. No damage dealt. That was barrier that there's stuff. We'll try and look at the cards here on the side. If it lets me go down. Only doesn't let me look at all the rounds because I haven't been here. So, notice that champions will have level up abilities just like in regular league. You can do something that has them level up. And when they level up, that means they get new abilities or they get additional stats. So this is the Challenger. Interesting, he's going with this. Probably trying to decide on which one he wants to challenge. He's not going to challenge anyone right now. That's probably actually a decent choice because there's 2. So you can keep 3 spell mana from each round. You start off with 1 and then 2 and then 3 as it goes up to 10. And each round, if you don't use all of it, it goes to spell mana. And you can store up to 3 spell mana as we go along. So this is Ionia and Shadow Isles, and this is Demacia. So, and you'll take turns by playing cards back and forth. Creatures, it's just like 1 action per turn. Before then, it round switches and the attack token switches over. This deck is focused a lot on spells and rejuvenation because of Karma's ability, and it also there's the Go Hard spell, which is from the new KDA set. It deals 1 damage, and you drain, so you drain health to and then you shuffle 2 more copies in the deck. And once you've played Go Hard 3 times, then the next time you get is Pack Your Bags, which is like an upgraded card, which deals a lot of damage. So Deny is your, it's based pretty much simple, prevent spell from happening. There's technically 3 or 4 speeds from Legends of Runeterra. There's fast, which can happen anytime, but can be responded to. There's slow, which has to be played as an action when it's your time for an action. There's a vengeance, which is just kill a unit at fast speed. And let's see here if we have there's single combat. So fast can be responded with another fast. Then there's another one, burst here. Burst means you can just play it anytime, and there's no response to it. But there are some burst cards that you cannot play during that phase right there, which is the attack phase. And then there is another Go Hard, drain that life, deal the damage, kill it out. So Demacia is, like I said, very heavy, like zoo mid-range deck. You just want champions and characters and elites, which is this guy. Gives it. See, they all have names at the top of if they are in the same class or region. Not region. Region is the bottom middle. They're part of the same class, basically. So elite is basically soldiers. This guy's a challenger because he has the challenger. And nice card, the Rekindler. Really strong card from Shadow Isles. Basically summons a dead champion. And that brings Mr. Thresh back to life with the lantern. So probably brings in, it doesn't matter, the elite at the most. Trying to decide. Interesting he's not killing off anyone. And the reason for that is there's 8 mana here. And Demacia has a lot of combat tricks, which means cards, spells that you'll play, like the Deny, but in response, right? In the combat or the fight phase. So the fact that Vabey doesn't have any mana right now means he can't deny one of those tricks, so he wants to hold off on it. And there is another Go Hard. Once again, just shuffles this in the deck. And this is Genevieve, one of the stronger Demacia cards. Summons, gives everyone +1/+1 this turn. This symbol right here is Scout. the one on the right here of these two symbols. And that means that she can attack first, and scouts can attack twice each round. So you can attack once, and then that does not use your attack token. And there is another Lucian. And interesting, doesn't do anything. So this will be nice. We'll see if they respond here. Is it more? And there's Poros on the side here. This is the sweet, weird KDA Poro, but this is just normal Poro. And in this game, there's no chat function, so pretty much everything is used by the emotes, which I can't see here. So we'll see. And this is, he's hovering it. We'll see if he plays it. So this would kill this character if he did. He'd also gain 3 health. And this is the reason why. So he can play this and then this. That kills that. Unless he's got another single combat. There it is. And by canceling this out, this means that Go Hard doesn't kill this, doesn't drain the life, but does go back into the deck. So adding more cards. The most cards you can have in your deck is 40. So adding cards back in your deck is pretty powerful. And like I said, the Demacia mid-range here just wants to get as many champions as he can and lay it on out. Now, this is if you play 2 spells, costs 2 less, so this is going to gain 2 more. And we got some Vile Feasts here. Just drain 1 health from a person, get a little summoner. This is Concussive Blows, which is a stun and then summon. It's a really strong card from the Ionia region. So, and boom. There's a spider. He did that mainly so he could get a blocker if the opens attacked. Because you can, attacking doesn't end your turn. And there's Quinn. She's another champion. Scouts. She summons Valor, who is also another scout. And that's a very nice Vile Feast right there. Gets Valor off the board. So Quinn can attack and levels up after you've attacked 4 times. So we'll see if what they do here. Ooh, this is it. This is the card right here. So, yep, just let it through. There's the Go Hard. It's going to deal 5 damage to everything. It's going to wipe off StyxNKrons' board. And this is going to put Vabey pretty much back into control. So this sticks to Ionia and is a pretty controlled deck region. As I said, Demacia is a pretty mid-range region. If those types of decks are, if you know what you're, played other card games or anything along those, understand kind of how those archetypes play. So we're just going to have the spiders attack here. Get some chip damage in. This Fleet Leather Tracker doesn't do anything until you summon another champion, then it gets Challenger, but it's a nice 1/1 drop. This is Karma. This is going to level up as soon as Vabey plays it. There's the Challenger, so now Karma has the Tracker's Challenger. So we'll see. Vabey's going to pass to wait for Styx to attack. That means that if that protects Karma. He's going to let his spiders die here. No damage is being dealt. It just clears the board. Here comes Karma, and Karma doubles up your. Once you've enlightened, is when you've got 10. You've got to the 10th round, or if there are other reasons, you can get extra mana crystals here. But that means whenever you play a spell, it's now going to play the spell twice, right? So he could attack, but he chooses not to because of the spells in his hand he doesn't particularly like. This is a great spell here. Go get it. Recall an ally to summon the exact copy, and Ephemeral reduces cost to 0. Okay. So I expect him to play this. So the burst spell comes through, which would normally kill the Karma. He can either play Concussive Palm, which is also another acceptable thing here because it will stun. And when you stun, it just goes back here and can't attack or block. And with the stun and the double summon, pretty much knocks StyxNKrons off, who is surrendered at that point. So that means this is going, game 1 is gone to Vabey, and now he's used his Ionia Shadow Isles deck. So this deck is gone. So with that deck being gone, as I pull the list back up here, in his Build Water Noxus deck has been banned by StyxNKrons. That means we have the Targon P&Z deck or the Freljord Demacia deck coming out from Vabey. And this is what makes this great, or this game so well, is the different regions have completely different styles and how you mix and match them. And you can see here there's a lot of like similar styles like Demacia Ionia, Nox P&Z, because they play certain types of things. But you see like Freljord Shadow Isles, but then Shadow Isles, I think, this is a personal opinion, Shadow Isles is the most diverse region currently in the meta of the decks, because it can be used pretty much anytime. So we're going when the StyxNKrons is here for game 2. We'll see how... Let's do Styx. So we have the same deck from Styx, so we'll see what type of reaction he has. Vabey is on the other side here. He is running his Demacia Freljord. So expect out of Demacia Freljord. Fiora is a champion challenger as well, and Trundle. Trundle's a pretty fun champion here. So this is basically a slow sleep spell, but it's a spell that summons a creature, which is pretty awesome. There's some spells that do this, and it's really good in this situation because of just who she is and what she does. So pass. We'll see if lets the 2 chip damage in. Should. There's the chip. Of course. So, and oh, that's brutal. So champions, when they go in your hand, they will turn into their spells, right? And so every spell. So when champion spell, so basically when one of these Quins gets played, the other 2 Quins will become the basically Summon Valor spell. So we'll see. This is the first one, and dead. Probably should have not done that. Probably should have, I guess, play this. I mean, he's just using the Challenger to get rid of the board, right? Clear it out and see what happens. And there's the Fiora. So you can now play the Brightsteel Protector, or you pass and you basically set up for their post. And not attacking because Vabey does not have a way to protect Fiora. Now Fiora is it basically is like your Exodia for Demacia. If she kills 2 enemies, she levels up. And at that point, if she kills 2 more enemies, she wins the game instantly. So basically you just have to kill 4 enemies with Fiora to win the game. And it's pretty interesting win con in that situation. But it's kind of hard to do because everyone knows that's what you're trying to do with Fiora. So you pretty much just kill Fiora is basically is the goal here. So here we go. There's the attack. There's one riposte. And we'll see if Vabey has a response here. He could have a riposte of his own. Nope. Okay. She did. Now what? Ooh, Guardian. Nice. So Radiant Guardian is a 5 mana 4/5. But if you had an ally that died, she then comes in with this barrier or tough and lifesteal. So lifesteal at the moment is not really going to help. And the tough there just prevents 1 damage. So basically this is like having 6 health versus 5 health. Because you got to have 6 to knock it out. So there is a nice... There's the Quinn. There's the transform into the Valor. So there's Trundle coming out. Now Trundle has this little thing here. It's regeneration. So at the end of the round, whatever his health is at goes back up to full health. So in this case, his health is at 5. So if he takes any damage on this attack that's going to happen, he's going to come out. So did not attack. I'm very interested that Vabey didn't attack there. So there is Genevieve coming out. And we'll see. Avalanche? Probably an Avalanche spell coming out here. Ooh, Trundle's Icequake. So this is everyone gets -3, -0 this round and deal 3 damage to all units. And this includes his own unit. So this is going to die. This is going to die. Also, if you hover the little eye here, the little eye tells you how the damage is going to be split up and how it's going to come out. Now, if he wants to try and save some of these things, he can play Ranger's Resolve. But these are both going to die. So it's not worth summoning that unless you're also going to be playing this. So he does play the +2/+2 on the Valor. And now he has to debate if he wants to play the other. He's probably not. If I'm him, he has 2 spell mana left. He can play one of these Quins, these Valors, to get another Valor out there to try and take down the Trundle. That is probably the most ideal situation here. And yep, there it is. So because these all have scouts, they should be able to attack twice, right? So you're going to use like the Valors to take out these two. And then you got to decide how you want to take out the Radiant Guardian, or if you sacrifice off the Genevieve, is not going to kill it. But both these are going to die, and Radiant Guardian, would they go down to 1 health for this turn. So I don't think you do this. You do both attacks here for StyxNKrons. Probably just sort of hang out here, and don't attack again. Losing like 1 health off the Guardian isn't going to make a difference, especially now that everyone's got their health back and can place. Here's a Trundle's Ice Pillar. You basically get to summon it for free, and then and at the start of the round you give the strongest enemy vulnerable. So vulnerable is the opposite of challenger. Probably shouldn't have put that on her. Probably should have put it on the Quinn. Personal opinion: Genevieve's done her business and is done. Especially because you have multiple Valors that you can summon anyway. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about specifically. It's all theory crafting, and regardless to see what they have. But vulnerable means that enemy can pull and attack, and that's why you should have put the shield on the Quinn, because the Avalanche comes out, deals 2 damage. If you want, you could probably use the Ranger's Resolve right now to save them both, because gonna lose, and now you just play another Quinn. And, yeah, and Badger. So if he dies, the little heart with the little, probably should have waited to keep the Ranger's Resolve. This little heart with the little line through the little lightning bolt means when it dies, it's a last breath. That means there's an effect that happens when that character dies. In this case, that person dies, and then Badger Bear summons, and they're going to go back in for the attack. So let's see if they want to sacrifice anything. This will take Radiant Guardian down to 1 health, but this dies, and 3 damage in by the Badger Bear. So clear that one out. Next, you should do your... because once again, you have the attack token here for Styx, and we have 2 Rangers on the board. You can pretty much do your Ranger attack, bring the Ice Pillar in and the Radiant Guardian, kill off the Radiant Guardian, or just do some chip damage. You can leave this as here because they have the Challenger that can pull anyone in. Once again, vulnerable means that it can be attacked by anything here. After you follow this up, you can drop the Fleet Feather Tracker and summon another Valor, which will then give Fleet Feather Tracker Challenger as well. And once again, it's a zoo, right? So you want as many creatures or champions, depending on the board, as possible. So this is a landmark. This takes a creature spot on the board. You can have 6 creatures on the board to play. And each landmark, there's 1 landmark for each region. There's 8 regions currently in the game. So this landmark says create in hand a random champion level 2, which means upgraded, that's not in your hand or deck or play. So basically anything that is not Fiora or Trundle is going to end up being placed in hand. Now this is where RNG really wish could be in the RNG side, because I have no idea what Vabey just drew. It says we're looking from Styx's point of view for this game. I really would love to know what the champion is. This champion, this card right here, and it's Tahm Kench. So Tahm Kench created an acquired taste, and he has an ability that basically it's a spell card, and you can remove a creature off the board. So. Just trying to get as many things out there as possible. I mean, there's another Trundle. And Ice Pillar, once again, gets brought to his hand. Basically, if Trundle hasn't been leveled up, he summons an Ice Pillar. There's another Valor. And I think Styx is in trouble here, because he's got some weak creatures out. These are relatively strong. Once again, 5 damage. Anything you deal to him is going to get resolved. He could try and block the Badger Bear with his Quinn. And pretty much that's about it. And let's see here. There's +2/+2. That's going to make him 5/6. This brings this health up to 5, but 5 and 5 is 0, so Quinn dies. Quinn's dead minute, and that is going to be pretty much game here for Styx. And he's basically the control of the Freljord overrode the mid-range from the Demacia, sadly. So I think we're going to go back into Vabey's here. We're just going to bounce back and forth between games. And wow, they are going quick and fast for this. So we are in game 3 now. Vabey has to win with the Ionia P and Z deck. He doesn't have a choice. Or not Ionia, this is Targon P and Z. And so let's see what champions this is for Vabey. He has, this is a Heimerdinger deck. Heimerdinger is pretty fun. Heimerdinger Vi is pretty normal. You're allowed to draw 4 cards at the beginning of the game, and then you can replace them or mulligan, whatever terminology you want to use at the beginning. So it looks like we got a nice replacement there. So 40 decks, and Styx has gone with a Piltover Zon Shadow Isles. So 3 Shadow Isles. Maokai is a Milkai deck, and spells for Ezreal. We'll see how this goes, because this is something I haven't seen. I think this is the one I got rid of when I played Styx. This is a nice... so Fearsome means you have to have more than 3 attack to block, in which Mr. Goat does. And when they block, Goat Strike is the lightning bolt, summons this gem. This is what I was talking about. It's a burst spell, but you can't cast it in combat. So, and the most cards you can have is 10. So, and this is... Celestial, this is the Targon. One of their new things is Celestial. There are 10 Celestial spells and 10 Celestial creatures. When you play a Celestial, that's, in this case, Daybreak, which does Invoke, which makes you look at Celestials. You get to see that this one gives you the 4, 5, or 6 mana cost cards. And so as obviously there's 2 of each of them, then... and you pick one of 3. So she did a nice job drawing the Written in the Stars, which summons a champion out of your deck, puts it in your hand, and gives them +1/+1 for 5 mana. Or 4? 4. Right? 4. Yep, 4. Cool. Okay, so we got, hot and fast here. We got spells, get excited, Thermal Beam, Static Shot, Mountain Goat, Pale Cascade, Vi. Vi is a nice card. So this is the little shield with an X, means can't block, but... does have the last breath here, so when it dies, it summons a nice 4/3, and it's for 2 mana. Nice job to get 1 chip damage in, but once again, you have the the shield tough on Vi. So when this attacks, 1 damage means no damage will be dealt to Vi. So basically, it's a free block on the free 1/1 that normally gets a little bit of chip damage in. Probably goes for the Glimpse. So this is basically kill your own unit to draw 2 cards. Very common. This is why I think Shadow Isles is such a good control deck and can be used so many different ways. Because you can do things, you can play control with it, you can play aggro with it, mid-range. It has the widest variety of deck types, right? Targon is pretty much a stally late game type deck. P&Z is kind of spell based poke, kind of unique things. Ionia is kind of spells and abilities, and interesting goes with this. There's a very nice. So Mistrates, whenever a Mistrate is summoned, every other Mistrate gets +1/+0, and they have a spell in there which is a burst, which is for 4 mana, summon a Mistrate. So that's a nice way to combo up here. And this is going for just Fearsome deck in that summon. So we'll see how this goes. Full heal allies, so that's a nice summoning gift here. Probably looking maybe full heal the Vi if required, not needed at the moment. Probably just trying to get to the point where you can get, Heimerdinger, there's probably 3 in there. Vi only levels up once you deal 10 damage, over 10 damage, so you have to have 10 attack. She's only sitting at 5 right now, so it's going to be a little while before she gets up to that point, because every time you play a spell, she gets +1/+0. So, and there's another goat. So once again, now up to 6. So, and then this is Pale Cascade, pretty much a broken card in my opinion. +2/+1, and Nightfall is if you've played a card already. You play this, not anything that has Nightfall, they usually have a secondary ability. In this case, it's draw 1. And then there's Daybreak, which is Leona's line of the Targon. And it's basically, if this is the first card that's played in the round, gives you an extra ability. I don't know if we have any Daybreak cards yet, but we will find out here. You know, Styx with this deck is pretty much the aggressor because of the type of deck that it is. Because of Targon being the passive side of it. Really wants to get Vi leveled up. Preferably wants to get Heimerdinger, because Heimerdinger, whenever you pass the spell, you get a turret based upon how much mana it costs. And as a result of all those turrets, then you can start layering them up, overwhelm your opponent that way. Vi has a nice spell here. Give your person +0 or +2/+0. We'll see what they want to do, and you can do it. And then fleeting means it has to be used that round. So if you wanted a full heal to Vi now for 1, you probably could before the attack comes in, and then follow it up to use the Vault Breaker to buff up Vi to get her to 10. Or you could use the gem, which also heals 1 and gives them +1/+0. A little bit better option than the full heal. But we'll see what they do next here. Now, once again, Styx is running P&Z, so there's a lot of cards in P&Z like this Thermal Beam, which is just straight up nuke, use all your mana, probably not worth it. Get Excited, discard, deal 3 damage, Static Shock's in there, 1 damage to 2 things, draw a card, Mystic Shot, which is Ezreal's favorite thing. This is the Butcher comes out here. That's for 0, but it kills one of your allies. And of course, you just killed the ally that had the death thing on it, so it's going to die anyway, and comes back out. Static Shot coming out on the side of, not the Static Shot. And let's see here. There's the Glimpse. Okay. The draw 2. And there's the Wraith. There's the Summon and the Allegiance. That's what the Wraith color has there. Is basically, if it's every region has a 4 mana creature which has an ability called Allegiance, and that means if the top card on your deck is the same region as the Allegiance card, it gives you that effect. So, which is the reason why you usually have 2 regions in a deck, but they're usually, if you're going to have an Allegiance card, they heavily lean on one region over another. So, with all of these attacks coming out, you have the blocks, because they have to block the Fearsomes with 3 or more attack. This protect here. We'll probably see Pale Cascade come out. And there's the Get Excited, which discard a card, kill that. Which means this is going to buff up the Vi. And dead, level up. Punching. And there's Vi. So Vi is leveled up now. So whenever she strikes a unit, she hits them, and they go flying it straight into the Nexus to deal 5 damage. It's kind of like Overwhelm. Overwhelm is the ability where if you attack and you have a larger number, let's say 6, and the person blocking has 2, the extra 4 damage that doesn't kill that creature then goes and hits the Nexus. So then that 6 minus 2 is 4. In this case, Vi just punches them straight into the Nexus for 5, which is pretty sweet. Lee Sin also has another ability pretty similar to that. As we see, and this is why, you have all these spells to buff up the few creatures that you have on the side of this deck, right? So your spells are protecting your deck here. They come out now. Can't block, but every time it dies, it revives the next round and gets +1/+1, so that's a pretty decent. So, what Vabey's been doing is basically passing every turn, giving it back to Styx, knowing Styx has to get creatures out on the board to try and react to play, right? So, He's just waiting for a response. Buffs up. So he's going to pull in this guy. And once again, no mana means there's no trick response on the side of, you know, Styx. Styx spent all his mana to get his creatures out there. And there's another heal. Probably will heal again here. Maybe. Or once again, you keep the mana, so go to the next round. That creature dies because it had Ephemeral. Ephemeral means it dies after it attacks and deals damage, or it's the end of the round. So Ephemerals are good for basically one-turn blocks or straight offensive attack power. If we want to summon this guy, it's going to have to discard. So, okay. Killed. Ooh, let's see here. Nexus Strike. Summon exact. So once again, hit the Nexus deals. Okay, discard summons. There we go. Okay, so this is going to summon 2 saplings. Or nicely, we got the Ephemeral Challenger. Oh, that is the Vabey save Static Shot. This card was sitting on the far left of his hand, which meant it was in his very starting hand, because as new cards come off the deck, they go to your right over here, and then so as everything goes out the game, it shifts further and further to the left. So the people that play Pro Play always watch like the deck hands and where cards come from, so that Stack Shot's basically been sitting there from the game, and that perfectly removes StyxNKrons' Challenger champions. That would have affected how this block happens, and it would have absolutely destroyed, because if these two characters were over here blocking champions, that would have been 1, 2, what? If this is 5, 5, 10, and 4 is 14. It would have killed Vabey. It would have been the perfect like overall kill, right? It literally would have finished him off if those challengers had attack. So saving these things is pretty. I mean, that was just a great, perfect. It was literally the perfect response to Styx's layout here. Now we have Vabey. He's only got 1 creature out on the thing, but we have 2 creatures over here who can't block because they're up top. They're either through, but they can't block. So we're gonna see what Celestial card. It looks like we're gonna go with the 4, you know, summon and reduce. Interesting one with this one. Maybe he's trying to get Heimerdinger out, so Heimerdinger can get things going. Chooses not to attack because he would have had to attack this, only deal 1 damage to Vi, and just maybe get a little bit of chip damage in. And there's the double kill. And we'll see if these two think, because these will pull in, and this will be a nice 7 damage. There it is. Summon the Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger will come out now. And we'll see. Now, Styx should just straight up attack right now. Yeah. Once again, he doesn't know what's in the hand, so yeah, I expect no Pale Cascade. Interesting. I probably would have Pale Cascaded, but once again, I'm not very good at this game. Vabey's gone down to 3. Styx doesn't have anything over the top yet to kill. Maybe he does. Excellent. Ruination kills everything. Excellent response. This, though, is real bummer. On the side of Styx, the card that Vabey is playing is going to heal his Nexus 7 or 5 health, and he's going to get to summon one of these, you know, Celestial cards. Everything here is going to die, but Vi is already leveled up. Heimerdinger's dead, can't level up, and then we got 2 Vi's in hand. Once again, no mana for any of the tech cards or the turrets that Heimerdinger gets to summon. This is ability. Okay, so we got 4 4s. Blockers doesn't matter. Probably Vi comes out, unless, ooh, you know, we could just go with the Celestial. Right now, it would only get +2, +0. Celestials all have, especially the super larger ones, have nice abilities. Vi came out. Let's see what Styx plays. If Styx wants to do anything, probably another Ruination. Second Ruination. Oh, that's just brutal. Styx over here. Okay, so we know that Styx at the beginning of his next turn is going to have 2 5/5s come alive, right? Because both the Undyings are going to come back. And this is 10 damage. He needs to leave the up, I guess. I'm not sure why I didn't block that with the sapling. I mean, it would have done no damage, but... Okay, so you got 2 5/5s coming in. Probably should have blocked that Styx. I think he needs to just straight up attack. And there's the Callista. So Callista, once 3 things have died, gets a new ability. But this has... So... 5 and 5. Because next Vabey, if Vi lives, Vi attacks. Doesn't matter. He strikes it. It's going to kill Styx. Maokai's going to level up. Maokai means that level up means you've either seen a bunch of things die or you've tossed, which is going to get rid of all of Vabey's cards except for the last 4. Now, we're going to know 2 of the 4 cards are Heimerdinger because it doesn't allow you to discard champions. And there's 1 draw, and so there's Thermo Being. So we now have 3 cards left, and we know 2 of the 3 are Heimerdinger, and... Basically, the game is within 2 turns. It's all on what Styx's card here is. Because if he attacks now, depending on how the blocks come out, you want to put Callista on the far side. You want to put... Interesting. I guess you're going to save blockers. The problem here is, though, once again, Vi once strikes something and it dies. Like, it's going straight to the Nexus. So, block these is fine. The fact that no damage is being dealt. Heals are coming in. They're not going to... These can't block, so these are going to be 2 blockers. And there is that, so... Callista's gone. And this is... It's going to be just a straight attack by Vi. So we're going to see... I mean... There's a sapling. Maokai's other ability. There's Hush. Hush is nice. It's silence. Oh, okay. So we're just going to play champion, go over the top that way. So Celestial came out. Didn't even wait to get to the attack. Just straight up finish. And that, honestly, was a 3-0 by Vabey, who's absolutely crushed it. In a 3-0. I'm going to see if they're still there, and I'm going to jump into the room. Hey, guys.
Hey.
That was impressive. I'm sorry, Styx.
I mean, I had like the worst hands possible, 3 hands in a row.
Yeah, we watched you for game 2, and the fact that you had like 3 Quins after your mulligan was just like completely boned you over in your hand.
Yeah. The 3rd game I got stuck with 2 sacrifice, 0 cost in my hand, and nothing to sacrifice, so I just basically didn't get to play the game.
Sadly, that's what can happen. Yeah.
Alright, y'all have a good night.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Styx, you can still win a prize. You are going up against Scattercat for 3rd place. So,
okay. When do I need to play those games back?
Just in the next day or 2.
Okay, I'll get with him then.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, man.
Right. No, it's fine. See ya.
So, me and you, buddy.
Yeah.
That's, I was not expecting you to win in, like, 30 minutes.
I mean, it would have gone longer. He sort of early surrendered in the first 2 games. I mean, those games were, like, 95-5 at that point, but definitely, like, saved himself 10 minutes in each game by surrendering. Especially the Karma game, because I'm still like... I mean, if his hand's like double Cytheria, like 6-drop Cytheria, I'm like, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I can only kill one of them.
No, yeah, that was pretty nuts. Game 2, from the hand standpoint, I feel so bad for Styx. As I said, watching his hand was just absolutely brutal, and like on turn 2, he had 3 Quins in his hands and 2 Valors. And I was just like,
yeah.
Well, that's pretty much game here.
from my side, it played out sort of like that matchup is supposed to, I think. Like, he ended up playing, like, what, the Valor and the Lucian really early.
Yeah.
That might have been the first game.
That was the first game.
But he ended up perving reasonably into the Quinn.
Yeah, he just...
Yeah,
it just... You had good counters to it, and...
Yeah.
And I
played super, super hard around the combat tricks in that deck that entire game.
Yeah.
So I don't... Obviously, doesn't sound like he had any sharp sights in hand or anything like that.
No. He didn't. I think he only had like one single combat and the one like resolve and the one barrier. And that was it. Those were the otherwise he was just drawing his like weak early game stuff. So
yeah, I played very heavily around the riposte and the sharp sights that entire game. So it ended up playing out like he had good cards in a way. My actions were entirely influenced by the idea that he has a good hand.
No, yeah, that's kind of the way it goes.
Yeah, I can't speak to actual hand quality. It felt, honestly, it felt pretty reasonable. At the very least, the first game was close, and honestly, the second game wasn't close. I'll be fair on that, but that's like, I guess that's sort of how that's gonna play out. Like, he's playing the, I'll call it mediocre version of Scouts since it doesn't have an MF, and without the MF in the deck, it can be fairly difficult to deal with the amount of value that my Freljord Demacia deck is bringing.
No, yeah. I'm waiting for... I think we're just going to get started with the finals.
Alright.
I don't know how to change it. I'll just announce it here.
So, hear me out.
Yeah?
Your Poro deck's really bad. Do you want me to ban it?
Huh? What do you mean? You don't like my Poro deck?
Your Mono Jinx Poro deck, I don't think it has a chance at winning a game.
Dude!
I'm totally okay with banning it.
I just want to say, I'm in the finals, and it has won every single match. I went 2-1 in every group
match. Well, it had to have, because you haven't lost a match yet.
Yeah. If you want, I mean, it would probably be the most competitive. If you didn't, I mean, you watched the stream last night then. You literally watched
I watched it.
Scattercat, like, literally just be like, oh, this is free win.
It didn't look good. the Jinx deck didn't look good.
It's just a...
If you think it's competitive, I'm totally fine just playing it normal. But if you don't think it's competitive and you want to have a competitive finals, I'm totally okay with banning it.
Okay, it is not competitive. It is a... I was trying to... So basically, the reason why I ended up with that is I liked my other 3 decks that I created and been playing with, and then...
Instead to figure out what to do with Freljord.
And then I was like, Freljord and P and Z. I was like, do I mess... And then I tried to mess around with a bunch of other Freljord decks, and I just didn't like any of the Freljord regions at the moment, so...
No, what I was, when Scatter was talking to me, he was asking, like, oh, what do you think about Amos decks? What should I ban? What should I expect to be banned and stuff like that? I'm like, alright, so... Freljord P and Z, like, there's only 2 decks I can think of, and it's either Poros or it's Sejuani Teemo.
Yeah.
I sort of expected the Sejuani Teemo because that was really popular on ladder like a month and a half ago.
That's all. Yeah, that's what Styx. I think Styx said when I played Styx. Styx was like, "That's not Sejuani Teemo." I'm like, "Nope, it's elusive Poros and Jinx."
No, it was weird games. But yeah, if we want to just get into this, I'm fine with that.
Okay. I gotta relook at what your stuff is.
Yeah, I'll just ban the Poros deck.
Okay.
we'll have 3. I'm assuming good decks, right? You're playing Fierce Thumbs. You're playing. What is that? Noxus Bilgewater. You were playing Pirates, and then you're playing. Yeah, Spear Shen.
Yeah.
So mid-range, and Pirates, which is almost mid-range.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get rid of your Ionia.
Yeah, spooky karma.
Yeah, spooky karma. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I don't know how to change the name midstream.
I mean, you can just do it on the Twitch client, right? That's how I always used to do it.
Edit. There we go. Found it. Finals. So this is gonna go bad. Yeah, you were gonna absolutely destroy me.
I feel like really unfavored in your lineup. Like my entire lineup's geared towards anti-aggro. So maybe I can brick wall pirates, but
Well, I'm terrible at this game. If you didn't, you watched the semis.
a couple misplays.
There were a lot of misplays. If I don't say so myself.
I can, off the top of my head, I only think of like one string and then one like other just like smaller sequencing error that like really stood out to me. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like one of your, I think it was the 4th game of the series where you just didn't want to flip your Jinx for some reason, and I'm just like, dude, please, God, flip your Jinx, please, please flip it, please flip it.
Yeah, that was.
No, I need to save this combat trick.
Yeah, I literally won through group play on the skin of my teeth. Like there was multiple. I think against Daco in both games I won. I think I won at the very end with a total of like 4 health between both games.
Yeah. Fearsomes. I actually have to think about when I'm playing against Fearsomes. So this is actually a good deck. Hold up.
Well, that sucks.
Anti-aggro tech really hard.
Man, that really sucks.
Oh shit, it damaged my own units. Wait a second. I'm an idiot.
Did you literally leveled Swain off of that?
I mean, Swain's gonna be leveled by the time he comes down anyways.
No, yeah, I'm aware. I just was like really.
It's the first time I've ever seen Death Lotus be good in my life, so
Yeah.
I don't fault you for not playing around it.
Yeah, because who frickin' runs Death Lotus?
Literally not a card.
You suck.
Hey, go TF.
Yeah.
Fearsomes is reasonably scary for this, I think.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any 3-power units. Sort of like, I'm playing TF Go Hard without all of the good cards. Just replacing them with Swain. But this was my last deck. I'm like, I want to build a lineup that has, because I didn't know what skill level people were going to be coming into this. Like, I want to build a lineup with a cohesive strategy. I figured everyone would bring Draven Jinx. I'm just like, I'm going to pick 4 decks that beat Draven Jinx handedly.
I think you're the only one that plays ranked.
Yeah, I think I think so. You are the most. I don't know about your side of the bracket. My side of the bracket was not a lot of people who are very active.
I was like half and half. Like, and I'm not active. I play just enough for fun because I can play it on my phone. So I play a ton of like bot games. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe I should have attacked with everyone.
Depends on hand state, I think.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Not exactly sure. And that sucks. There's Swain. He's going to be leveled, so...
26. It'll 26 out of 12.
Whee!
Why are you here?
You probably have a response, but... That's not what I was expecting. That other card that just got discarded, that's what I was expecting to come out. Yeah. That's game.
Like, I'm thinking, like, is it just Pale Cascade into Atrocity?
No. If it... I wish I had drawn something else. I did not draw anything good.
Yeah, I think it's like really comes down to harrowing there probably.
Yeah.
It's trying to leave your board like half full for as long as possible so that harrowing doesn't get value.
Yeah.
Alright, and you ban that, so...
We'll see how this one goes. Probably not much better.
Fioreshen's good. I don't know if you have a modern version, and you probably shouldn't tell me regardless, because that'll impact what I play around, but... If you have a modern version,
sure.
Fioreshen's really good.
Sure, I have modern version Fioreshen. I don't know what modern version Fioreshen is, though.
Just like with sharp sights and notifies and stuff like that.
Sure.
I say modern because a lot of the people in this tournament haven't played since release. So I mean like with new expansion cards.
No, yeah, I kind of know. Yeah. So I have all the cards, but that doesn't mean I know how to play with them or use them.
That's fair.
Always 2 steps ahead. Got your back.
I walk this space between worlds. The trolls are going to war! I find them unworthy. Nothing's tougher than a troll. A gift from the river folk.
Okay.
I never hold back. On guard.
We walk between realms. Our wills align.
I fight for the fallen.
Yeah. Kind of figured. Well, this isn't going well.
You've drawn a lot of cards. This is a card advantage matchup, so... It's not as bad as the board state looks. It's really hard for me to effectively attack into you because I constantly have to respect the possibility of riposte,
Yeah.
which will just trade into me and draw a card.
Look out for reavers.
I will end this here.
Tread carefully. We walk between realms.
Second Stand United, also spoopy.
Well, that sucks. What?
Cause like, yeah, you want to play something? You want to commit?
No, I don't want to commit to anything. I just want to hang out back over here and not do anything.
I'm fairly comfortable in saying you don't have a Shen in hand.
Yeah, because you've only seen me play all my Stand Uniteds.
Yeah, could have drawn one in the last 2 turns, but I'm fairly comfortable.
Yeah.
No, Bright Steel formation's scary here. Set 3 is spoopy.
They're out there. I'll spot 'em.
You're covered. Right on.
Ready the torches. Light the signal fires.
Hey dude, you're said fucking. I get this way too often when I play Howling Abyss.
What?
You'll see. The best champion in the game, of course. The best level 2 champion in the game.
Timo?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah! Double those.
Double those mushrooms.
Double those mushrooms.
The eye of twilight sees all.
He back.
He back.
He smack.
You were serious.
Oh yeah, I'm not joking, man. Best champion in the game.
Joke to me. Bow to your king.
Armed and ready.
This is gonna be fun. Immediately. But I'm king.
Adventure starts with mushrooms. Save your worlds. We speak with blades.
Leave your bags at the door.
On a long path to get here.
I smell
Really?
lights.
There's a lot of champions. Be thankful I haven't hit a soul yet.
Stands in our way.
That the best you got? I've got meat bigger than you.
I don't think it matters in what order they are, but just in case.
I think so.
Now, what do you
Still in it, boys.
draw now?
More large people.
Yeah, I know. That's part of the freaking problem, right? Like,
that's the game plan.
Break their spirits and their souls. I have
really?
Not convinced it's gonna change anything. I wonder if I do that. I probably do. I mean, I lose to barrier, obviously. If I leave it alive, I will have Riposte will go there, trade with the Darius.
He's talking out loud, everyone. Everyone on stream can see what I'm holding, but
Yeah, well, it's,
Yeah.
it's the thought process, right? Like,
yeah.
I can trade with the Teemo. I still lose to. Yeah, I lose to Riposte every single way, so. That's why it makes me vulnerable to the other barriers, but those are significantly less common in these decks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I need to top deck an answer. What's the best way to do that? Probably the most likely outcomes come from this, so.
Yeah. The problem with drawing the things is you don't get to.
you are toast. Run them through.
The problem with drawing what?
Champions level 2 is you can't like get their spells.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the free Trindamirs and Darius. Really, like, the only reason the Howling Abyss is in the deck because there's no card advantage in these colors, and it's designed initially as a deck to beat control, and it's supposed to beat like hard control decks, and it's supposed to beat hard aggro decks.
Yeah.
So Fiora Shen is like up there for the really bad matchups for it, just because you do that and I don't really control your units.
I just barriered everything.
Yeah, and there's like, I'm a worse Demacia deck than you is essentially the idea there.
Yeah.
And the only way I can win is by getting pretty lucky off of Howling Abyss triggers.
Yeah.
Normally, obviously, there's always really bad draws.
Hmm.
The right play last game is just not attack and assume you over post. It's interesting. That play loses to board commitment though. Help, I'm getting fearsome.
Yeah, you're gonna draw a fucking like 5/5 Yeti though here with like 1 mana.
If I do this, you trade like that. Play this.
Now the question is, can you or can't you?
I mean, that ain't lethal. So, I'm okay with that.
They walked around.
Careful of atrocity. I mean, I can die to ping face thing.
The signal fires.
Pirates. Alright, it's not an issue.
I can't believe that went so much better than the first time I played it.
Oh yeah, you got like 11 damage on turn 4, right?
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much off of fearsomes.
Yeah, big spooter.
Yep, you low rolled. You didn't get a Yeti, so I was able to pump in a lot.
Pirates.
We'll see how this goes. I got 2 whacks at the pinata here, so
Mm.
No one's the wiser.
wacky wacky.
Everything's in place.
Zeus is late.
War Mason,
What are the chances I play what?
The card that would kill me from this position.
Probably very low.
Probably.
Bum, 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 bum. See? Very low. I like how the KDA one, if you click on the board, it makes a little drum noise, like you're hitting
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Damn it! You suck. That's a good thermal beam.
Coming in hot!
Let's do this. Back, heretic.
Come on. Don't tell me you got another heal.
I have an answer. I just don't know which one I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'll shoot the wings off a built one.
Maybe I should have played him first. Probably not.
What seems to be the problem?
Can you stop healing yourself, please?
No, I cannot. That
Please?
is how I don't lose this match.
Please? Pretty, please?
Rapid projectile firing.
No chance for it.
I am reborn of
There she
sorrow
goes.
and pride. Corpses of a foe. Blood to the tents.
Interesting solution.
You're gonna overheal this one too?
No.
You're gonna kill
I
Gangplank?
think I beat that.
That gets you what to still?
To 0,
To-
-2, whatever.
Yeah.
I have no way of doing damage here. expected you to have not Gangplank.
Yeah. I drew him off the top.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous draw there.
Yeah.
1-2, 1-2,
Yeah.
4, combat trick 5-5 or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, GG.
That was good. Good games. Did you play all your decks?
Yeah, I played a game of all of them.
Okay. Well, you did a good job. You should have won. I think I got pretty lucky.
Yeah, but that's card games, right? Like, I mean, I think the last game was really, really, really high roll on your end.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah.
Aside from that, like, the Fiora Shen game, you should win every time. I guess you got, like, a good hand. I made plays in the Fearsome game that you won that were like, okay, I'm just going to assume he doesn't have it, and then you did have it, so that's totally fine. Like, I don't consider that really high rolly. It's just like I made percent plays that are like 60-40 in my favor, and it fell 40, so it's just like that's how it happens. And then yeah, the last game is just obviously a pretty dang good roll, but that's how it works.
And we're winning on Foozle.
Yeah.
Prizes.
Alright.
This is what everyone's watching. No one came to watch the two of us duke it out. And Ledgerman's here.
They're all here
They're-
for the rewards.
They're all here for Foozle's announcement of the rewards. I'm pretty sure that's what chat's definitely talking about.
I got 20 of them right, so I'm hoping I get something, but I feel like anyone who tried is gonna get 20 of them right.
What? How many questions were there this time?
There was 20 plus a bonus one.
Oh, 20 plus a bonus. So you got all 20 right?
I got one of them wrong because I had no idea what champions didn't have their names changed or had their voices changed before a rework or whatever.
Ooh, I would have.
Like, I can't find that anywhere.
No, yeah, that one I would have gotten wrong. So some people like. So when when Aileron Roll posts the survey, because I'm not eligible to win these prizes for the giveaways, I review them and then I submit like the cheesiest answers I could possibly come up with to just see how much I could get them to laugh.
Yeah, I feel like well, like everything on this you could find on League Wiki except for the voice thing and like a couple other things where like you needed IMDb and stuff like that.
No, yeah, the voice thing, and he said one of the other answers he got off of the old boards.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I know which one that is because
Yeah.
I went to a really weird place to find at least one of these.
Yeah, so the GBay99 runs a Twitter account that just like posts old like forum messages off of the old website, and it's hysterical on like what they talk about, people complaining like about just like the most random stuff, saying that like assassins are too powerful or like tanks are too powerful from like 7 years ago or whatever, whenever people were complaining about something in pro play now. Pro play is so much better now than it was like a while ago, and some of the people who haven't like watched it from the early years have no idea like how talented and good like everything is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I don't know, I don't feel like we've hit Season 4 level yet again. I think Season 4 was really the peak of talent in League, but game balancing wise, it's better now. Way, way better.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of balance, Runeterra is seriously like the most balanced card game ever. This game's awesome.
It has been surprisingly balanced. That someone who is like, if like pretty much everything, like if you want, while we wait for Foozle, can I play you again with the cheesy
Yeah, go for
the
it.
cheesy deck? I don't know if anyone even wants to see this.
Well, we need something to talk over.
We need something to talk over, so let's see here. Come on. There we go.
Yeah, you can tell me a deck and I'll play it. I have every deck in the game.
Oh,
too,
you can
so-
you can play whatever. Play something that wasn't been played in the tournament. Something
What's something fun?
Just so people know, if they've been watching the whole time, what this discard Poro deck is, and why Vabey threw away his chance of winning the championship by choosing to like be a stand-up citizen and be like your cheesy deck. Let's just get rid of that because that's not worth the time.
Okay, we'll play Fat Boy. Let's play some Fat Boy.
Fat Boy? Is that the
Fat
like
Boy.
1/6 elusive?
No.
Is it?
that is also a Fat Boy, but
Well-
this is my Fat Boy.
Okay. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Targon, Shadow Isles. See, I think right now Shadow Isles is the best region in the game.
I think Freljord is, but they're definitely like both.
It's because you can use them in so many different ways. Ooh,
Yeah. Just feel the rushes.
Yeah.
Feel the rush and Avalanche and Tireless Tracker are sort of oppressive right now, I think.
Yeah. I can see that.
I don't think they didn't like need to be nerfed or anything, but they're like Avalanche in particular is really well positioned right now. But I don't even specific regions being the best are like it's hard to call because I feel like every region is so well balanced right now. Maybe not exactly for ladder play, but when you start taking tournaments into consideration, you can do just about anything.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Anything else?
Get guilty with bad.
My deck is very bad.
Huh?
This deck is very bad. It's rather memey, I suppose is the right way to put it. I'm gonna. Fuck, do you have a way? Do you have a way to save it? What do you play in this deck? You don't actually play anything huge, so I think actually playing around damage-based removal with this is correct.
What? What is this?
I think the correct answer here is to play around cards that give that thing HP and do a non-conditional removal.
Oh
spell.
my gosh, what was that?
That is the correct play.
That was the correct play, by the way. I just was not expecting that at all. I was like,
We
what?
call it a read.
May our light shine forever.
Well, that's annoying. Fine.
I don't know. I'm not gonna attack tonight. You can waste 5 mana. I'll let you burn 2 of that. So Shadow Isles, though, was definitely my most taxed region when I was building decks.
Chosen of the sun.
Her light rules the heavens.
That's annoying. Especially with this Daybreak dude out there. He's just gonna be absolutely freaking miserable. Try this again.
Stop it.
Stop it.
I played around damage-based removal the first time. I can't this time. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I didn't attack! See, this is why I'm an idiot.
He did it again.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
I'm not sure if the game comes down to 3 HP, then you can call yourself an idiot.
The answer's here somewhere.
Hmm.
What side
Oh, I think we just start throwing cannon fodder in the way here.
Yes, sir. Get rid of that dang Poro. I mean, there's a right play, there's a fun play, and we're gonna go for the fun play because, you know what?
That's fine. Go for the fun play.
We're going for the fun play.
We'll see what happens here. I should have done the snacks when I attacked, but it's fine.
Like a ravenous bug.
Yeah. Fuzel's supposed to be around here somewhere. He said he was coming. Uh-oh. Okay.
Rawr.
Okay, well that's terrifying.
Rawr. It's the fat boy, he's here. Sorry, he's a one-of. I forgot this deck.
On the verge of something.
I'm on a roll.
Well, this is irritating.
I do this, that goes in, you block this. I think this is just better.
Put into nothing.
Guarantee the Ace-Ol flips. Well, higher chance of Ace-Ol flipping.
Yeah. I will admit that when the champions upgrade and level up, the Ace-Ol animation is freaking awesome.
Oh yeah,
Some of them suck, but
that's fire.
yeah.
Come. Smack me.
Okay, how do I do this?
My deck tracker's broken. It says I have 11 cards in hand.
Uh-oh.
I don't think that's true.
Let's
That's not possible.
see here. This.
Was thinking more pew-pewing.
I think I lead with this. Into this.
The power of the immortal sun.
Oh, you suck.
Bask in the light's radiance.
That's another way to get lethal.
I think I've played this in the wrong order. Yeah, I did.
Hold the sun's holy light.
Should have attacked first and then played the Mega Death Rocket. mean, you had that anyway.
Yeah, it wouldn't have ended up mattering.
Yeah.
Alright, and now it is time to lose.
I will shield my people as long as I draw breath.
Well, this isn't gonna go very well.
Would you like me to end the game, or would you like me to go off?
You could do whatever, man.
Okay.
Are you? I'm confused. What? Are you looking for like a rally?
Oh no, I just win the game on the open attack, but I'm just gonna keep playing cards because it's funny now.
Okay.
That's what I was asking.
Well. I just prevent.
Everything has trampled.
What?
All my units have trampled.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Scourge gives them all trampled.
Guide all travelers
What?
onward.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? Not a trample or overwhelm. Yikes! Oh, this is just gonna be absolutely brutal here in a moment.
I'm just gonna keep playing units.
That's fine. I'm out of everything. I don't have any. How much damage are you gonna deal me here?
Well, we'll see. I guess I'll use these to reduce as much damage as possible.
Oh, you're just gonna get rid of
A blocker.
a blocker? Let's see here. Trying to.
So, what card could you play that dies? This doesn't actually. Oh no, it's plus 10. No, it does do a lot, eh?
Yeah. Well.
Ha!
Boom.
Boom.
Not that it's gonna do anything.
Alright. I guess I should pull the thing with the highest toughness. Most damage possible. Okay, and then bop. Bop. Oh, got more coming.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no, no, no. We ain't done yet.
Oh no.
Well, you know what? Can I get more? I can get more damage. You know what? We can get more damage.
I think you can.
We could get more damage. I don't need more daybreak triggers. We can do it.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
Might as well, right?
Yeah. Go for
Let's drop it. Let's see what it does. All of nothing.
You did 4 damage though.
I did do 4 damage. As you just invoke everything.
Okay, and take that.
I am more life.
You know what was really hard? Casting your guys'
that?
match, just like talking the entire time.
Yeah.
Being like, okay, this is what Invoke is, and it's Summon Celestials, and this is the health, and the regions, and the champions, and you guys played really quickly, too.
Yeah, if there's one thing I'm actually good at, it's playing fast. Alright, let's see. Can I just... What?
If you hold us, let's go.
Oh, I can just... Alright, we're gonna do the maximum.
My baby Poros! Oh my gosh. You really are doing the
Alright.
maximum.
We're going in hard.
Okay. Oh, double stun. Uh-oh. So
Uh-oh.
full face damage.
Asol's gonna have less damage than the rest of my units.
Oh, he summons and poof. There we go. Oh.
We're not done yet.
31.
Alright.
Okay. How much
Alright.
How much damage is this? Let's hold on, don't. I'm going to be at
negative
negative
150.
53.
That's one fat boy.
That's great. This is awesome. And here it comes. The pain. Oh.
That's 6 units that are all lethal. 20 at once. That's a new one.
That was very impressive.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna...
They got summoned 3 dragons, thanks Quest.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't have the list of the winners, and Foozle has not responded to me. I said we'd be done like 30 minutes ago, and then I've paged him twice. So I don't know where Foozle is, everyone. Sorry. I think he... I know he was on the West Coast, so if he got delayed with his family stuff this evening, which must have because he hasn't responded to my request, that means he will get on and announce the winners when he is available. And sadly for the East Coast people, West Coast people, they're just too late in the day, man. It's just a bummer. So it happens, IRL, right? But I want to thank Vabey for playing in the finals, semis and finals tonight. Styx and Scattercat are playing for the 3rd place match later, coming up in the next day or so for a prize. So they're still in it to win it. To win something, so maybe we'll try and get that 3rd place match scheduled. I think we've pretty much concluded our 2v2 tournament, our 1v1 tournament, our TFT tournament. We had this is the Legends of Runeterra tournament. What we did some game nights. The 12 days of Riftmas was, I want to say, pretty successful for everyone involved here. I want to thank everyone that helped organize it and played in all the events. Registration for our next season, it does end on January 1st, so make sure you get your teams and everyone signed up. We do have a referral system going into this future season for some prizes on that as well. We're trying to get reach out to the community. We had some money due to our stream team from 2020, all the hard work they put in, so we're trying to give that money that we earned from the stream back to the community. So we're giving that's why we're doing a lot of prizes here during this holiday season for everyone. So thank you everyone for watching. Sorry Foozle was not able to make it here tonight to announce the winners of the big prize, but other than that, I think I'm going to sign off now. Do you have anything to say, Vabey, for being with us tonight?
No, just thanks for having me. It was a fun night. Sorry that we couldn't get all of the announcements out. We'll get that out as soon as possible, and thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, and have a good night, and look forward to that future announcement.